Good morning. I'm AJ Burnett, and today I'll be discussing with you the use of the Optimum Performance Training model, or the OPT model, when training tactical athletes such as the members of the United States military, and why it's important for the athletic trainers to recognize the significance behind its use. This video is my oral presentation for my PRF 710 class with the California University of Pennsylvania. First and foremost, the OPT model is a sports performance training concept that applies all forms of training in an integrated fashion to include, but is not limited to, flexibility training and cardiorespiratory training. It is broken up into different phases, and each one is geared towards aspects of stability, strength, and power. The OPT model is designed to systematically progress an athlete through these phases to attain any performance goal. Physical training, or PT, is an important part of the United States military. However, it's been the same formula for years. In a study regarding injury prevention with tactical athletes, it was stated that military physical readiness requires a new strategic paradigm that recognizes that physical training, physical fitness, and injury prevention are interrelated and can be optimized simultaneously. Because of this, it is important for athletic trainers to understand that an integrated approach to training military members is necessary for them to appropriately develop the conditioning that they need to survive in the face of serious adversity. Unfortunately, unintentional musculoskeletal injuries, or MSIs, are a persistent and principal health concern for the United States military. In 2012, MSIs resulted in over 2.2 million medical encounters annually across the military. These injuries affect more than 600,000 individuals each year. And the athletic trainer should be considered the OPT model because this training style mitigates issues of MSI by providing a balanced training path that will provide the military or build the military member a correct foundation to improve their fitness and prevent injury upon all the while. Additionally, this training style was developed with the sports athlete in mind and thus makes it a good base for athletic improvement in general. However effective the OPT model may be, the fact of the matter is that there are no tactical specific movements the way that there are sport specific movements. Granted, that level of training will be utilized for more specialized personnel when you think of like special operators and those of that community. There are very little, if not no, training plans outside of that venue for developing a military's member to perform tactically. Additionally, current PT standards are usually not in line with the OPT model, and they're in line instead with making you ready to take the test and not necessarily ready for the dynamic combat environment. So if that military member's one goal is to pass the PT test, the OPT model may be a little excessive. Despite this, it is due to the aspects covered by the OPT model, that of stability, strength, and power, as well as the aspect of injury prevention that make the OPT model important for an athletic trainer to utilize when training the military member. And after all, the military members are similar, but they are very unlike athletes in general. In a combat environment, military personnel move in a specific way. They carry loads on their backs and in their arms, all the while potentially engaging a hostile enemy. They work in rough terrain, fluctuating climates, and at times with little nutrition or sleep compared to other athletes. However, they still make it work and they still press on. That strong mental drive must be matched by an equally strong body, which can be developed effectively through the OPT model. Additionally, by developing the body in this fashion, the military member will be able to strengthen themselves in a way to prevent non-battle injuries from MSI from occurring. Now, it can be assessed that the OPT model is not necessary for athletic trainers to consider when training military personnel. And to that notion, I say this: the combat zone is a dynamic and unforgiving place where mistakes don't cost points or field placement. Mistakes cost lives. A well-balanced military member who is mentally and physically ready to handle the dangers and rigor of the environment will be better prepared to handle themselves as well as those around them in need. The OPT model will successfully and safely provide them with the foundation and training they need to master their athletic ability and better prepare themselves for duty. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.